Hey everybody, welcome to another Today's Way with Shay. I am going to go ahead and show you around Viral Vue some of the top 10 reasons that Amazon influencers love Viral Vue. Say hi to Coco. She always ends up in my videos. And then also we are going to see if I agree with the top 10 reasons that influencers love Viral Vue. And if you are wondering where I got that list, of course, I asked AI. All right, so just a quick little rundown here. I wanted to share all the things that I love about Viral Vue because people always ask me that. They're like, is it worth it? Is the pro subscription worth it? When did you get it? I have been in the Amazon influencer program for a year now, and I consistently make over $2,000 and $3,000 a month, okay? And I did not get there by myself. I got Viral Vue a week into the Amazon influencer program. I just kind of jumped. I'm not gonna lie. And I never looked back. And I think only 1 month did I make below the subscription cost. And that was my first month in the program. And honestly, it was my first 2 weeks in the program. And I still made $55. So that was pretty awesome. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna go through this list with you. I read it. I wrote things down that I wanna share. I want to see if you guys agree with this list that they gave me because I couldn't just narrow down 10 things that I liked all on my own. So I asked them and then I thought, why don't I just share this list and say if I agree with it or not? And then also if you guys agree with it or not. Let me know in the comments as we go through these 10 different reasons, okay? And each time I go through a reason, I'm going to show you something in Viral Vue that basically proves that reason to be correct, or maybe I want to add to it and don't necessarily agree. These reasons are in no particular order, but make sure you stick around because after the fifth reason, I'm going to give you one of my favorite things, not just about the software, but Viral Vue in general. And then at the very end, I'm going to let you know which one of these things is my favorite and if I think it makes the subscription cost worth it all on its own. So let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to jump right on into the software. All right, this is Viral Vue's web app, and this is basically their dashboard. So first reason we have up to discuss, it saves a ton of time. Basically, Viral Vue automates a whole bunch of stuff. That's true. Speeds up tasks. Yep. And most of the time you would be doing manual product research. Yeah, that's true. And this is basically going to give you more time to continue creating your videos. Yes, 100% there. Now, over here on the left-hand side, this is all the different web app portions. Now, speaking of saving time, all right, the brand deals tracker we'll take a look at. The profits dashboard is also a really good one as well. But let's jump on over into creator connections because that's the main thing that's going to save you a whole bunch of time. So one of the main things that saves time is creator connections messaging. So I click this product view. I can research everything. I can say, oh, this has sells 2,000 in 30 days, 41 influencer videos, or this one's 303 and I love candles. I also could definitely use a new vacuum. So basically I just come over here and I mark the checkboxes and then I can say send messages and it's going to allow me to choose a template that I have. And I can also go ahead and just click confirm and it's going to automatically send these messages. So that is definitely a big time saver, as well as you saw there on product view, the way that you can just sort through all of the different products. And if you just keep scrolling, more things will appear in creator, that was a cute sweater, in creator connections. And then you click here and I now see even more options for me to send messages through. So that's just number one. Let me know what you think about that. Would Viral Vue save you time? Okay. Now we're going to talk about number two here. Okay, and it helps find high potential products instead of guessing. So once again, there's product view here, but let me jump on over to the web app and I'm going to show you the product finder. So when you come over here to the web app, they have something called product finder. And basically you can just come in here and input filters. I'm just going to click confirm real quick and I'm going to search for something. So let's just say Halloween. Okay, then I'm going to come in here for filters. And I can say I want it to sell at least 500 times a month. And I want it to have a minimum of one top carousel merchant video, right? Because that's what's going to unlock the top carousel. The rating, I don't want it to be lower than 4 stars maybe. Okay. And you can do all these other things on here as well. But basically, I'm just going to do that. Do I want to max influencer videos? We'll just put 12 maybe. Sure. Why not? And then I'm going to say confirm. And basically what that's going to do is it's going to search different products in here. Okay. Now this one's telling me video placement for me, meaning I have no video for it. We can just basically ignore that portion there. But as you can see, it jumped up a whole bunch of different things. I can get flameless votive candles. It shows me the Viral Vue score, the 30-day revenue, monthly sales, and I can of course click on columns here. And these are all the insane data points that it gives you. You can turn things on and off. That's Product Finder. So this one's definitely great. If you've ever been one of the Amazon private seller, like private label products, this will be kind of familiar to you with Product Finder. Okay. Number 3. It helps identify low competition opportunities. All right, so I'm going to break my rule. I know I said to stay until after 5, but I'm going to take a little break here to tell you this right here is the main reason I got Viral Vue in the first place, okay? Since then, there's been a lot of other reasons, but this one right here is the main one, and I've already shown it to you a few times, but this is total influencer videos. Now, let me jump on over here real quick to Amazon. This is the main thing that I like about Viral Vue, all right, is the fact that it is going to show me up here. This thing has 3,601 influencer videos on it. Other people will tell you you don't need that number because all you have to do is come here and then you click on this and scroll down. Oh, it's got 5 right here. So that tells me that the carousel's full. You could also technically scroll all the way down to the bottom carousel and see that the bottom carousel is full, right? But obviously, even if you saw that there was high competition, did you really realize there was 3,600 influencer videos on this thing? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I totally did a video for this. I actually made like 50 or 60 bucks on it because sometimes Amazon rotates the videos out, but that was, gosh, a year ago, and I was just doing videos with everything around the house. Okay, so anyways, that metric alone lets me know how much effort to put into videos or to not even really try. Okay. Now I will say I am very much so. I'm going to try anyways. If I had seen that, I probably still would have spent like 2 minutes talking people through it, but I would not have spent a lot of time on that. Okay. All right. So far we've gone through 3 reasons influencers love Viral Vue. So go ahead and let me know if you agree with any of those or if one of them is already your favorite. All right. The next one, number 4, creator connections becomes dramatically easier. All right, now let me show you. This, I already showed you the messaging. That's one way it makes it easier. I already showed you Product View and how you can sort through everything. That makes it easier. Now we're gonna click on Accept Campaigns. Now, they have a normal run or quick run schedules. I'll make a more in-depth tutorial. I already have a few on it technically, but I'm just gonna show you this one, the quick run, okay? Basically, every day Viral View goes and they do a database, like, sweep essentially, and I can say I want the tagged ASINs in my influencer videos and I want the auto linked ASINs as well, and I want Viral Vue to go through and search all the creator connections campaigns that their data sweep found today, and I want them to go in and accept new campaigns for that. So let's say that I made a video like 6 months ago, and at the time there was no creator connections campaign, or maybe there was, but it has since ended, and I'm unaware there's a new one. Viral Vue is going to go through and load all the creator connections campaigns and find out which ones I have videos for that I have not yet accepted, and then it's going to accept them for me. Okay, and this is actually a quick run. Now I will say, if it doesn't find anything, my VA ran this like 3 hours ago. Okay, so it's probably not going to find anything. Oh, nope, it still found some. Wow, would you look at that? It found 58, okay, creator connections campaigns and 2 auto-linked. Side note, those of you that don't know what a VA is, it's a virtual assistant. She's amazing, and she helps me out with my Amazon influencer business. I'll talk about that a little bit in another video or later. But anyways, that is what this does. So it helps you with finding products, it helps you sending messages, it helps you accepting creator connections campaigns. And before tools like Viral Vue, you guys, you had to scroll through and auto search right here your ASINs. Okay, and you had to find them manually and accept them manually. But now this lovely thing does it for you. All right, you guys, number 5. And after this, I'll go ahead and share something else with you that I like. But number 5 is one of my favorites. So really, I probably could have talked about this as like number 1, even though, like I said, these are in no order. Bucket messaging. Y'all, this increased my sample count like nobody's business, okay? I have a... port over here that I'm using that I got from Bucket Messaging. This bad boy, that's so comfortable, by the way, for my mouse, I got through Bucket Messaging. This ergonomic mouse, I got through Bucket Messaging, and it's Transformers. My coffee warmer, I got through Bucket Messaging. Not the mug, but Friends fans. If you know, you know. Bucket Messaging increased my sample count like nobody's business, and let me tell you why. Oh, side note, if you go to my YouTube channel, I also have a full tutorial on Bucket Messaging. Okay, so what is Bucket Messaging? Let's say that we were about to travel. Okay, I'm gonna say airplane travel essentials. Okay, first things first here with Bucket Messaging, I have a tip for you. Go ahead and just scroll down. You don't have to wait for things to load with Viral Vue, by the way. Just make sure it has the little circle thingy and it's already started pulling information. All right, so let me show you. Get down here to the bottom. I'm going to click on Product View over here on the right-hand side. As you can see, here's all this lovely information. There's a ton of other options. I've just turned a lot of them off. Okay. But as you can see here, I can sort by creator connections campaigns. And then I can say, okay, do I need a travel vacuum bag? Sure, why not? And I mark this checkbox. Okay. And then I could see, do I want this thingy that helps me sleep? Okay. And I'm not even looking at the metrics right now. I'm just showing you. Okay. And then you can keep scrolling and just find other things that you might think are worth requesting. Okay. And when you do all of that good stuff, then you would say, okay, I'm going to click add to bucket. Once you click add to bucket, you're going to see this little thingy right here. Down here, it says 1 of 39. Okay. The tip that I was telling you about is go to page 2. All right. Let's scroll down again. And like I said, all you have to do is wait for those little spinny things. Okay. Once you see those spinny thingies, we can now go to page 3 because it already started pulling the data for us. All right. And then you can scroll some more. Spinny thingies. All right. Now I'm going to click on this for product view. And notice instead of 1 of 39, it's now 1 of 86. The reason I call this our secret weapon is instead of coming over here and searching for things, airplane travel essentials, I found 2 products. 2. If you're like, well, Shanna, less is more. You're right. In creator connections it is. And I type airplane. Still not a whole ton of stuff, and it's not easy to comb through. And I will see like multiples, right? This one's got 3 different ones just right here. But with bucket messaging, I now have what Amazon considers to be 3 pages of the most frequently in demand or purchased products based off of those search terms on Amazon. And I can sort by creator connections, and I can come in here and I can request things. Okay, so that is now 5 reasons to have Viral Vue, right? So one of the things that I did say I would do halfway through is share something that I really do appreciate about the Viral Vue software. And that is going to be the community that actually comes with it. So I don't just mean like their Facebook group, which is also a great community. Okay. But you go in there and everybody's positive and helpful and nobody's really like hurtfully sarcastic or anything along those lines. And there are also other people in there that have their own businesses for helping influencers, and they don't push their stuff on you. All they do is just jump on and honestly try to help and teach. They will put posts in there to help and all those kinds of things. So that is one of my in-between things here. So now that we have shared that, let's go ahead and go on to number 6 here. Is it turns Amazon influencing into a data-driven business. So this is entirely true. All right, so let me go ahead and show you here. So a few things by data-driven is they have this red flags feature. So when you're looking for these, for example, the airline travel essentials, I can come in here and hover over this, and it's letting me know that yes, this has a creator connections campaign, but there are 3 sellers on this listing. And so basically what that means is if somebody is not private label, or even if they are private label, they basically can allow other sellers to sell on their listing. So like if there was a business that bought wholesale, right? Let's say Tide Pods. Somebody can buy Tide Pods from Tide or a distributor and then resell them on Amazon. They would be essentially an additional seller on Amazon. And this is essentially saying, yes, you can go ahead and buy this Dot twist memory foam travel pillow that sells $8,000 a month, but there are 13 influencer videos on it, and yes, that's a good opportunity. However, there are also 3 sellers on this listing, and we aren't sure which one of these sellers actually created the Creator Connections campaign. So that basically means you might sell it, but you might not get credit for the campaign because the seller that essentially sold it didn't have the campaign, so you're not going to get that higher commission. Another thing that they do here is they tell you how many days left there are in the campaign as well. So if I were to buy this or even request the free sample, theoretically it doesn't technically help me, because by the time I get it and get it posted and possibly have it on the carousel, the campaign's going to be over, right? So the other thing that they have with data-driven businesses over here, so we have the profits dashboard. Now, what the profits dashboard is going to do is it's going to show you how much revenue you've generated, your lifetime earnings, how many items you've sold, what are your earnings that you got through Viral Vue, basically meaning things that they have automatically accepted for you. It's got these lovely graphs, and then they even have an ROI tracker to where if you've sold 4 or more of something, it'll show up on here, and then it'll let you know if you purchase something, did you actually get a return on investment when you purchased that? Let me go ahead and click on this ROI tracker real quick. One of the cool things about it is it allows you to mark if you got it for free, if you purchased it, if it was a Halo sale, or if it was a brand deal. So that's actually really cool as well. And it's super easy to change it. So like this one was a brand deal. This one I purchased. This one was a Halo sale, and then this one is a Halo sale. I wanted to show you guys one other thing for data. They have this calculator. Now, I don't know if you guys know Andy Lee, but he has the LeapPad Academy, and this calculator is based off of his. So there are 2 options at the top. The top carousel right here is basically saying of this product here, what's the CC bonus, how many days are left in that campaign, what's the price, units sold in 30 days, all this stuff populates in. It's basically saying if I were to have bought this or used this, I would recoup the money in 9 days and then start turning a profit on it. But this is assuming you have the very first spot in the top carousel. Okay. If you don't want to assume that, you can come over here to standard, and then it's basically just going to kind of show you, in general, if you're not confident on getting the first carousel spot, this probably would not be a good investment buy because it has 41 influencer videos. But if you're accustomed to winning that top carousel spot with your videos, then you could technically go for this product and probably make your money back. All right, that is number 6. Don't forget to be telling me if you're agreeing with these or not in those comments, you guys. So number 7, it shows what's actually making you money. I forgot about this one. The profits dashboard. That is right here. It shows you all of your products. You can also do certain ones that you saved if you want to track them. I don't obviously do that, but you can if you want, if I were to click this little button. So if I want to save a few products because I want to watch it, then I come over here to saved, and here they are. Okay, so number 7 was nice and quick, obviously. Now, number 8, I'm not going to show you, but let me go ahead and talk about it, because if you are new to the influencer program, this one is definitely for you. All right, so number 8, Viral Vue has an order history scanner. Okay, so basically what you will end up doing is going into your Amazon account, and you'll go to your order screen, and Viral Vue is going to scan your entire order history. And then it's going to go into the web app. Actually, I can show it to you in the web app. So within the web app, you're going to click on orders. And this is the order history scanner. Okay, so we are going to, of course, you would come in here. You could sort by Creator Connections campaign. And you can also choose to sort by the viral score, which it's automatically sorted by that anyways. But basically, if you're brand new and you're like, I just need to start making videos and building up my storefront, but you don't want to be wasting your time or money, then you can come over here into the order history scanner, sort it, and just kind of start from top to bottom. All right. One common question a lot of people do have when they look at their order history is they're like, is it even worth it to make videos about food? From what I have seen, there are mixed reactions on this. Some people are like, one of the things I did a video for with food is one of my top sellers. Other people say they like to share recipes for it using that product. But once again, it's entirely up to you. I never did reviews on the food product, so I can't really tell you. But other people, it's mixed reviews on whether or not it's worth it. Okay, number 9. Now, when you send a message from here, so let me go ahead and just send one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send this message. Now, let's say that after I send this message, the brand responds and they say, Great, we're sending you one. The first thing people will do is they'll have some kind of Excel spreadsheet or whatever. I've never used an Excel spreadsheet because, like I said, I've had Viral Vue since the first week in the program. I use their brand deal tracker. Okay, now before I show it to you, I'm gonna go ahead and show you that message that I just sent, or for another one actually. All right, so as you can see, this brand never answers me, so I'm gonna use them for an example. All right, so as you can see, let's say they said, oh sure, we'd be happy to send you the read diffuser. I can come in here and I can change it from pending reply to confirmed. All of these are different statuses that they have, okay? So new, pending reply, negotiating, confirmed, completed, declined. Now, before I started paying for extra messages, I went ahead and I would manually send a ton of messages myself, and then if I had added it myself, I would put new, so that way I knew that I had personally reached out to the brand, because the default is pending reply, right? Because Viral Vue sent it through their automated messaging. Now if they tell me that they did it, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say confirmed, and I'm going to say update deals, so I can actually manage most of my brand deals right from Creator Connections messaging. Okay, now let me show you what it looks like in the web app. Here is the brand deal tracker. Now I have literally always used this. It assigns it a deal ID that you can then also copy. So if for some reason you are using a Trello board with your VA or whatever the case may be, you can actually send them the deal ID whenever you're talking to them about something. Now my VA and we only use this brand deal tracker to track everything, and it works just fine. It has notes over here, so I can let her know if it says this, that it's free from the brand, and if I put purchased there, that means I purchased it, right? Going across here, you can see the product name, the image, the child ASIN, the parent ASIN, the parent and child, and you can copy and paste everything from here. Now, the really cool thing is, let's say I'm looking at something and I want to let a brand know that something is going to be delayed, like Sweetwater Decor. I can click on this hyperlink and it's going to launch my offsite information and automatically open up that message for me, so I don't even have to click and go and search and all the things. Another little thing that I will say that Viral Vue does well is this search deals by Viral Vue. So if you were in messaging and you already knew who you wanted to find, you can type it in here and it will pull up that message for you for that brand. Let's go back over to the brand deal tracker real quick and show you. So my VA knows how to prioritize videos because she can sort by the product delivery date. So let's say that I was like, oh yep, got the candle, I marked this as received, and she can see we received it. So that way she can go down to the bottom and she can see, okay, this one came in from the mail first, so she knows to go ahead and start editing that video. Okay, then when the video is done, we mark video created, video published, and when you're done, you can click complete deal. Okay, so anyways, that's the brand deal tracker. They also have a tagging feature. Let me show you that. Here are all the different options you can do to show. So I'm going to do tags. So before they actually had a lot of this stuff, I used tags. I was like, I'm testing the product. I followed up with them via Creator Connections. That was before Creator Connections follow-up feature, which, by the way, I forgot to show you that. So you can come in here and click follow-up and then hit follow-up at the top, and it is going to send basically however many messages you have for Viral Vue. So their pro subscription comes with 20 a day. Then you would get 20 follow-up messages a day as well. Okay, so it does all of that for you also, which used to take me a ton of time. Okay, but back over here, you can also do all of these lovely items as well for your tags also, so that way you can track whatever you need to track. So that is the brand deals. Now, the very last thing that it says is it helps influencers scale without simply making more videos. Okay, now you're never gonna be able to stop making videos, right? So they don't mean you don't have to make videos or you can slow down kind of thing, but it does help increase, what does data coach Claire call it? I can't remember what she calls it, but basically it's how much you make per hour. So if you worked 40 hours a week on your influencer business and you brought in X amount that month, you would take your total that month and then divide it by the total hours you worked that month, and that would essentially be what you make hourly. Okay, and it will help you increase that, right? Because you have access to product research, you're able to send more messages, and all of this stuff is done faster through the Viral Vue software. Now, with number 10, I did say at the very end I was going to share something here. It is basically going to be the community that it comes with, which I already said, but let me go ahead and just show you something real quick. So Viral Vue also comes with incentives. Okay, so Viral Vue, they also want you to enjoy it and have a good time and have incentives to do well and things to mark your milestones and achievements. So, for example, if you have, all right, 100 brand deals, you get something called a hundo hat. Actually, let me go get mine. All right, here it is. Let me go ahead and show you. So, if you get 100 brand deals, okay, through Viral Vue's automated messaging system, and you complete those 100 brand deals, meaning you mark complete deal, you get the hundo hat. All right, so first off, this hat's quality, you guys, I'm not gonna lie, it's insane. I took it in the pool, unfortunately, and I got all upset because I forgot that I was wearing it. I have a 2 and a 4-year-old, so that's why. But basically, whenever I did that, I was all worried the chlorine was going to wreck it. But look at this thing. No worse for the wear. I'm not going to risk it again, but seriously, love this thing. So that's one milestone you could hit if you wanted that. The other one, which I'm still working towards, is the Viral Vue Star Award, which is how many videos have you completed? Okay. So anyways, you would basically get a plaque. It kind of is like, it's kind of like the YouTube plaques, actually. But basically, it'll say 1,000 and it'll have a star, and it's just basically an award to reward yourself for the hard work that you've done. So you can get a hundo hat, and then, of course, that star award, right? They have a ton of resources here. For example, the A to Z crash course, their Facebook group, their YouTube channel. They have live calls every single week that you guys can attend. Support is right here, and then, obviously, they have a lovely affiliate program. Which I had never been a part of an affiliate program before, you guys. I taught middle school for 8 years, English language arts. I am now a software trainer for a company, and I'm also an Amazon influencer, obviously. And I became an affiliate because of how much I feel like this community has made a difference in my life. Okay. Kate and Trevin, the owners of Viral Vue, they're great. They're helpful. They also share free resources all the time in the Facebook group. For example, they have a deal like your fastest way to like earning $100 a month or something like that. And then they have like a brand deals guide. They literally sit there and write things out for free. They don't even charge people for it. Okay. Those resources are in there to help you. Over here, they have a product research masterclass that you can watch, and they also help you learn how you can utilize all their creator connections features also. So that wraps up all of the different top 10 items here. It saves them a ton of time, helps find high potential products instead of guessing, helps identify low competition opportunities, creator connections becomes easier. Bucket messaging, data-driven business, shows you what you're actually making money on. It helps influencers find opportunities for things that they already own, helps you organize your brand deals, and of course, at the end of the day, it helps you scale, which also they have a free guide for that as well. Once you're comfortable and have gotten your feet wet, you want to scale, they will also help you with that, okay? So like I said, I can't say enough nice things about it. I am very glad that I got Viral Vue when I did. I really, truly, I don't think I would have made it this far without them and their community, because if you're an Amazon influencer, you know how lonely this can get. So if you want to go ahead and give Viral Vue a try, after hearing all these things, I do have a coupon code, Shay10 for 10% off. We'll throw the links down in the description as well. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this Today's Way with Shay, and go ahead and feel free to leave a comment. What is the thing that you are most looking forward to trying?